Hello, everyone. My name is Hui Hong. I am so glad to do this presentation to you today. My research topic is a study of the status and issues of green banking in China. Firstly, let's have a look at this poster. As you know, China is the biggest manufacturing country. Our products are not only supplied to the domestic market, but also export to all over the world. As shown in this picture, many factories in China emit a large amount of carbon dioxide. Actually, all human activities have brought tremendous threats to the realization of the emission reduction and carbon reduction target. Coping global climate change has also become the consensus of the international community. As a responsible country, President Xi Jinping has announced that China will improve and strengthen our nationally determined contribution, adopt more effective policies and measures, and strive to achieve carbon dioxide emissions by 2030 peak, and strive to be carbon neutral by 2060. It could be seen the development of green economy and green banking in China is led by the government, and enterprises are required to disclose carbon emissions. We can link this knowledge with the legitimacy theory, CSR reporting, and sustainability reporting, what we learned in this semester. Developing green economy is the future direction in China. For example, like developing the clean energy, like wind power, solar power. Green economy leads to demand for green banking. I will talk about the status of green banking in China from below 5 aspects: green credit standard and evaluation system iteration. Second, green credit balance and proportion of green loans of commercial banks. Third, green investment structure. The fourth, distribution of green loan uses. The fifth, new supply and demand of green finance. My research report includes 7 parts. The first part is introduction. It introduced the reason why Chinese government developed green economy and green banking, because the international community has reached a consensus to jointly deal with climate change. China set up a target to achieve carbon dioxide emissions by 2030 peak and strive to be carbon neutral by 2060. The second part is research objectives and research questions. The research objective is trying to find out the issues and prospects of developing green banking in China and how China can develop better and integrate with the world. I divided to 2 sub-questions. The sub-question 1, what is the development status of green banking in China? The sub-question 2, what are the issues and strategies of green banking in China? The third part is theory framework. It will talk about the legitimacy theory. Beaulieu and Popper in 2013 defined that the legitimacy theory as a mechanism that supports organizations in implementing and developing voluntary social and environmental disclosures in order to fulfill their social contract that enable the recognition of their objectives and the survival in a jumpy and turbulent environment. Corporate social responsibility (CSR) reports could be used to create, maintain, and regain legitimacy. The first part is literature review. This part discusses the definition of green banking. I only take one example here. Hossein A.L. in 2016 defined that green banking is banking business conducted in such areas and in such a manner that helps the overall reduction of external carbon emission and external carbon footprint. The fifth part is research methods. I have taken an interview, and to get the data, please see the appendix of the report to review the interview questions. At the beginning, we have discussed through the poster which aspects to study the development status of green banking. And all the details data also could be found from the report. The sixth part is finding. My finding is there is large gap between the green credit supply and demand. Secondly, green financial instruments are single, especially dependent on green credit. As shown on above poster, 90% is green loan. Thirdly, the distribution industry is relatively concentrated on green transportation industry, renewable and clean energy. The fourth, the construction of the green financial system in China mainly relies on government. The final part is conclusion. I believe that China's green banking still needs to be improved in many aspects, such as the diversification of the credit industry, the reduction of capital occupation, the revitalization of green credit assets, the perfection of corporate information disclosure mechanism, and the unification of international green credit standards. Okay, that's all for my presentation today. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, you are welcome to contact me. Thank you.